What is up, everybody out there? Aaron here to give you another deck profile. Alright, so now we got the Fallen of Albaz, the structure deck that came out, and now we got the new fusion monsters and a brand new fusion card that helps you bring out the Fallen of Albaz. Especially itself, because with the Fallen of Albaz has an effect where when it's summoned or special summoned, you can discard one card from your hand and take and fusion summon it, so it's like a super polymerization. You can fuse that to make one of your own fusions. And then, like I said, super polymerization, you can take over one of your opponent's monsters as well. Now, this is not pure Fallen. No. Okay, how I made this, what I'm so good with, the Kaijus. So yeah, Kaijus, you have seen me do so many times, but I just love using them because they can work with any deck, like I always say. So yeah, there's gonna be a Kaiju Fallen. Alright, so you're gonna start off with, of course, yeah, your Fallen of Albaz. I don't know why it's a dragon, but it doesn't even look like a dragon, but you know, that's the way it is. If this card has no more special summon, except during the damage step, you can discard one card, fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters on either field as fusion material, including this card. So that's what you're doing with Fallen of Albaz. You're discarding, you have the fusion with your Fallen of Albaz plus another card on the field. You can even take over your opponent's monster if you wish to, which most likely you're going to want to do. And then, okay, here we go. As always, Kaijus. Okay, so this time you are going to pay attention to doing the Kaiju's effects because you are playing the Kyoto Waterfront. So, you're going to go with Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal's effect is, I'll put it right there so you guys can see. Gamma Seal. Always, with the Kaijus, you can give your opponent a Kaiju as a tribute monster. No matter by what the level it is, you're just going to tribute by one monster. And you can give your opponent, and you can give yourself a Kaiju. You can only control one, which is the rule of Kaijus. Now, Gamma Seal's effect is considered like the best one out of all, because if your opponent controls a Kaiju monster, then you can special summon this card. So yeah, you can special summon one of your own. Now, the effect. Quick effect. You can remove 2 Kaiju counters from anywhere on the field, negate the activation. If you do, banish that card. Alright, so when it comes down to doing the Kaijus, you gotta be careful, because some of the effects they can be done, your opponent can activate those effects as well because it's going to be considered their Kaiju. So what these effects with the Kaijus do is sometimes you just got to be careful. So Gamma Seal, Mad Fling. Once per turn, you can remove 3 Kaiju counters from anywhere on the field, destroy all monsters your opponent controls. This monster cannot attack if you do that effect. So yeah. Then, Star Destroyer. You can remove up to 3 counters from anywhere on the field, negate the effect, and if you do, destroy one card on the field. Lightning Strike. Remove 3 Kaiju counters. It can make 3 attacks. Now, it does not mean it can attack 3 times directly. It's only attacking monsters. So, for example, here's just a token of what I mean. Let's say 3 monsters. Okay, 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3. If your opponent had only 2 monsters out, so 1, 2, but it cannot attack a 3rd time. Even though if it says attack 3 times, no. It's only if you're attacking the monsters. It can't be like direct attack, because that'd be too broken. As long as you're attacking a monster. So, that's Lightning Strike. So yeah, some of these effects, of course, yeah, it's pretty much when it comes down to your turn or your opponent's turn, if they control it. But some of them just have effects already. You can just do it. Sticky String. Remove up to 2 counters on the field until the rest of this turn. The monsters cannot attack, and its effects are negated. So yeah, this can be done on any player's turn. So if you're gonna give your opponent the Sticky String, Just be careful. Just like Gamma Seal, it can be done instantly. Quick effects. Mystery Dust. You can remove up to 3 counters from anywhere on the field, and the attack and defense of all monsters on the field become halved. So yeah, it can be done instantly. And then last but not least is Raiden. Remove up to 2 counters, then give your opponent give yourself a token of a 28 beat stick. So yeah, this is just giving yourself an extra monster out, which is a token monster, and then it'll become 28 attack. Then, okay. That's the Kaijus. Now, what's not Kaiju that is in here is, okay, you're gonna go with Fairy Tail Luna. Fairy Tail Luna. When this card is normal, you can add 1 spellcaster monster with 1850. So most likely you can just search for it itself as well. Then, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Your opponent can send 1 card from that monster's name from their deck or extra deck to the graveyard to negate its effect. Otherwise, return both, which is your Fairy Tail Luna and their monster. It goes back to the hand. What I like about this is it can be done on either player's turn, and it does not destroy Luna. It's just negating the effect. So even if they negate it once, alright, end my turn, do it again. They must send away another one or your Luna goes back. So that's what I like about Fairy Tail Luna. It's just, yeah, and then what I mean by that, you're giving your opponent the Kaiju. Play Fairy Tail Luna, target the Kaiju, okay, but if your opponent's not playing Kaijus, this goes back, but do they control that? No, it's only if they control it on the field, but it does not control it from their hand, so most likely your Kaiju just goes back. So that's the whole point of Fairy Tail Luna. That's why it's so good with the Kaijus. And then last but not least is my Grand Mole and Dinosaur Pancreatops. Grand Mole, anytime you were to attack or your opponent were to attack, you take no battle damage even though if it's a 900 attacker. Your monster goes back. The one that's attacking, or you're the one that's attacking, that monster goes back. So imagine hitting a 4,000 beat stick. No, I did not take, what is it, 2,900 damage? No. I just send it right back. I put my Grand Mole back. And then Pancreatops Dinosaur, when you have less monsters than your opponent, you can special summon this from your hand. It's just a good other monster to have. Alright. Here we go. Kyoto Waterfront. This is the card that helps you get your counters. Each time a card is sent from the field to the graveyard, place 1 Kaiju counter. So you're going to place a counter up to the minimum of 5. Then, like I said about what the Kaijus do, so their effects. So let's say Sticky String. I can remove 2. So it becomes 3. And then the effect of monsters cannot attack and its effects are negated. So every single time if a card is gone to the graveyard, okay, that's 4, 5. Now its other effect is if you do not want this destroyed, like if it would be Harpy's Feather Dusted, you can remove one counter to keep it alive. Or you can remove 3 and search for a Kaiju. So most likely, let's say, okay, 5. It's going to be destroyed by Harpy's Feather Duster? No, you want to take out 1, so it becomes 4. When it comes to return, and let's say you want to do the Mad Flame effect, so if you had Mad Flame, remove 3, so it's down to 1. Destroy all monsters, since that's what the Mad Flame does, but you cannot attack since you did that effect. And then you still have 1, so if more cards went away, alright, let's boost it up right back up to 2, 3, or you have one left. And okay, yeah, you're gonna take it out because you don't want it to be destroyed. So it's back up to 0. But that's how you get counted. So every single time a card is gonna send to the graveyard. Minimum up to 5. So it can't go 6 to 7, 8, 9, 10. No, it's only up to 5. And that's the way you do it. So the field spell for the Kaijus. Here we go, Branded Fusion, the Fusion card. Fusion summon one fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz. Which is, yeah, your fusions are going to be the Fallen of Albaz. Using 2 monsters from your hand, deck, or on the field as fusion material. So, here we go. Your Fallen of Albaz. Or you can be played. So, play Branded Fusion, send away a Fallen Albaz, send away another monster of what the attribute, of what the requirement is, the material you need. And then again, yeah, send away. It's only going to send away, it's only going to count for 1 counter. Because just because you're sending away another card, it's not resolving the effect of, it's only resolving Branded Fusion. It's not revolving into, like if you were to do this, it's not 1, 2, 3. It's only this 1 card because you're resolving the effect of sending away. Always, interpret a Kaiju Slumber. The rule of interpret a Kaiju Slumber. Get rid of all monsters, including yours. Give your opponent a Kaiju. Give yourself a Kaiju. Your Kaiju must attack. Once per turn, if this is in your graveyard, you can move from place, search for a Kaiju. Now for how many monsters you send away, it's only on Slumber. So you're sending that away, but it only revolves on Slumber. Doesn't revolve on sending away all those cards, even though if you are, no. You're allowed 3 Raigekis, but I only use 2. Harpy's Feather Duster. Terraforming to help you get your Kyoto Waterfront. Monster Reborn. And then a tech card in here I suggest you use, since you have a lot of monsters and you want some right back, Pot of Avarice. Because you have a lot of cards in there. You have a lot of Kaijus, and most likely you want those right back, or get your Fallen of Albaz, or if any of your fusions were used and you want back, get 5 monsters right back. Doesn't matter. Just get 5. Reshuffle your deck. Get an extra boost up of drawing 2 cards. Metaverse is a trap card like Terraforming. It is to take 1 field spell, so your field spell is the Kyoto Waterfront. You could rather have it in your hand, or you can just place it automatically, straight like that. It's the trap card like Terraforming. Then just Compulse and Torrential. Compulse targets, Torrential doesn't. But yeah, Compulse, you're going to send away one monster from your opponent or yourself. Most likely you want to do it on your opponent. Send it right back. Of course, yeah. If those monsters say you can't target them, well then you can't target them. Oh well. Torrential destroys all monsters. Does not target. But yeah, just because you're sending away all those cards away, it's only resolving on Torrential Tribute. Now okay. These are the new ones. So the Ice Blade Dragon, you need Fallen of Albaz, plus a Fusion, Synchro, Exceed, or Link monster. For example, if your opponent had a Fusion monster, you play Fallen of Albaz, you're gonna discard 1 card. So let's say if it was, Grand Mole, This becomes your polymerization. So polymerize, and then like let's say yes, you want to take over their monster. Play your Ice Blade because you need a Fallen of Abaz plus 1 fusion, synchro, exceed, or link monster. You can just take away their monster or count it as your own. This is why it's gonna get fun when you take over cards. Now, okay, that's the way to make your Ice Blade. Now here's the other thing. Once return quick effect, you can send 1 fusion from your extra deck to the graveyard that mentions Fallen of Albaz as material. Banish 1 monster on the field. Also, this card cannot use the effect next turn. If a fusion summoned card is in its owner's control, leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can destroy all your opponent's monsters during the end phase of this turn. So if they Raigeki this, okay, end phase, blow up all opponent's monsters, and you can only control 1. So just like the Kaiju effect, you can only control 1. You cannot have more than 1. Then we'll go with Albion the Branded Dragon. So yeah, all of these require you have to use Fallen of Albaz plus a light monster. Alright, so what are your lights here? Alright, so your lights are Star Destroyer, Lightning Strike, and Fairy Tail Luna. So you have options. The other effect of Fallen Albion of Branded Dragon, you can fusion summon 1 level 8 or lower monster fusion from your extra deck except for Albion by banishing fusion materials mentioned on it from your hand, field, and or graveyard. During the end phase, this card is in the graveyard because it was sent from there this turn. You can add to your hand or set 1 branded spell or trap directly from your deck. Now to do this, I guess I mentioned this is on the top first. Discard 1 card. So just like Fallen of Albaz, discard 1 card. Lebion the Syrian Dragon. You need a dark and a Fallbass. So Fallbass. So yeah, Fallen of Albaz, you need a dark. Your dark is your Raiden. If this card was fusion summon, you can discard 1 card and fusion summon 1 level 8 or lower fusion monster from your extra deck, except for itself. By shuffling fusion monsters mentioned in the deck from your monsters on the field and graveyard, and or face up banished cards for the rest of this turn. This card cannot attack. Also, your opponent cannot summon monsters from their extra deck, except fusion monsters. You can only use the effect once per turn. So yeah, just like it's a similar thing, just like Branded. So yeah, discard, send away, or Searing, get right back, and make whatever you're gonna do. So this is sending away. This is bringing from banish or right back to your deck, and you're gonna make whatever you're gonna do. Little trick right there. So one you're sending, another you're bringing right back. And then last but not least is Titanclad the Ash Dragon. Fallen of Albaz plus 1 monster with 25 attack or more. Gains the attack equal to the combined original levels of the monster used for its fusion summoning times 100. After this card is fusion summoned for the rest of this turn, it is unaffected by the activated effects of any other monsters special summon from the extra deck. During the end phase, if this card is in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can add to your hand or special summon one Dogmatica monster or Fallen Albaz from your deck. It can only be done once per turn. Alright, I'm not playing Dogmatica, but I do have Fallen Albaz, so if I wanted to do that, I can as well. So yeah, you're fusing with this deck, and then you're playing Kaijus as well. So yeah, it's not always you're going to do the Fallen of Albaz effect and sending away. You also have your way of Branded Fusion. So if you just had Branded Fusion and you didn't have Fallen of Albaz, well then Branded Fusion, send away your Albaz, and send away whatever you're going to make. So let's say Luna. Okay, you're gonna go into Luna. That's making Alban. You're gonna want to use the effect of sending away one card, so discarding one card. So if it was like Torrential Tribute, send away, remove, and remove one more card, or if you want to, just itself, remove, and go into your Ice Blade. You can do that as well. Plus, sometimes you might want to do that, but before even doing that, what if you had this first? Okay, yeah. So yeah, maybe you wanted to go into Branded Fusion, just like I said, and then yeah, you went into this. But, okay, give your opponent the Kaiju, give yourself a Kaiju. You got more options right there. And yeah, each time one goes away, give yourself a counter. Remember, if you add up to like 5 or 4 and you want to do the effect, yeah, I'm going to send away. So yeah, remove 3, destroy all cards. But remember, it cannot attack, but you still have your beat stick right here that you can attack. So yeah, you destroyed everything. Now you have an instant white board right there to attack directly. Fairy Tail Snow, just remember, okay, you can give your opponent a Kaiju. You gave yourself a Kaiju. That was your special summon. You haven't even normal summon. So normal summon, Fairy Tail Luna, activate the effect, hit the Kaiju. Your opponent has no Kaiju. Your Luna goes back. Your card goes back. Maybe it's a full out board right there, wide open, but you wanted a Harpy's Feather Duster just to make sure nothing goes away. Everything goes. And remember, yeah, Harpy's Feather Duster. Give your opponent, give yourself another counter. And then you still had Branded Fusion. Branded Fusion. You're gonna Fallen of Albaz. Let's see, where's the Fallen of Albaz? And maybe you want to throw your raid instead. Okay. Maybe you just want to bring out your Ash Dragon. Alright, Ash Dragon. Gains times 100, so that's an 8, 4, 1200. So 1200 more attack you're going to give your dragon. And you still have all those big monsters you can do. And then yeah, for how many monsters you have, you're gonna need to Pot of Avarice, send away cards, Monster Reborn, you wanna, your cards. So yeah, a lot of plays, a lot of options, a lot of fun this deck can be. So yeah, look on the bright side. Yeah, you see me. I'm not playing any of those competitive cards because I don't like to play competitive. I play for fun. No Ash Blossom, no Interpreted Temperance, whatever the heck it's called. No Ghost Ogre, no Solemns, no anything like that. So, Fallen of Albaz with the Kaiju. So, that was the deck. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm the Artist of Strong Style. I have my other channel. I do deck profiles there too. I do games over there too. I have a couple of friends of mine that we're planning to do games. We just don't know exactly which ones we're going to try yet, but we'll be playing those games on that channel. So if you could please help me with subscribing to that channel. So, speak to y'all later. Peace.